Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. And as they say, every other evening, well, I'm social distancing. What can I do? We're still in lockdown. We're still in COVID-19. I'm a little bit fed up, to be honest, to say the least. And I'm sure each and every one of you are all the same. Yes, we know it's lockdown, but it doesn't look like lockdown out there. Because when I'm coming home from on the motorway from where motorways are chocker, Queen's Drive's chocker, everywhere's chocker. It's like everyone is still doing and living their everyday lives at the moment, and I'm not turning around and saying, bang, come on government, let's do this, let's do that. Let's do it some sort of way where hopefully we all understand, because the quicker we're out of this, the better it is for us. I'm seeing loads and loads of posts about grassroots football at the moment, and I do see, this is my honest opinion, I'd like to ask a question, because I've been involved in grassroots football for over 40 years, so I know a little thing about grassroots football. I did run teams, I've been involved in it, refereeing side of things, you name it, committee sides, I've been all over, wore the t-shirt, done it, as they say. Now, when you look on social media, and correct me if I'm wrong, but our grassroots managers becoming professional managers. The reason I say that is because the posts that you're reading all the time, it's all about what should be done, this should be done, that shouldn't be done, we can't have this, we can't have that, we should all get together, this has... I think you know where I'm coming from, because if I was running the team now, I'd just take a back seat, I'd just keep in touch with my team, see how they all are, and the parents as well, and just say one day we'll be back together and we'll be playing football. But you're seeing posts where, oh my God, it's probably hard to explain, but I think there's a lot of managers and coaches know where I'm coming from out there, because we're missing grassroots football, but we're missing everything at the moment. The kids are probably missing it more than most, but it's not the kids who are talking about grassroots football, is it? The most important ones, because they are the team. They're not coming on, they're not making it public that this should be done, that should be done. They're just awaiting the game to come back so they can play. But we tend to be running away with things, we tend to be, I don't know, is it demanding? I don't see a lot of referees on there dictating what we should be doing, and I don't see many referees on there in the first place anyway, speaking up, speaking their minds. And you know, teams are folding, we've all got opinions about that, we know that, and there's going to be a lot more folding and a lot of referees walking away from the game, but they're not speaking about it either. What fitness levels are we all doing? Are the kids all just keeping fit? Okay, maybe it's a conversation that we're all talking about, and maybe that we just need to get it off our chest, but I think we just have to take a back seat and realise that grassroots football is off for a couple of months and we can't do anything about it. And I think what the post should be really saying is, do you know what, the kids are feeling great, not who's in the team, what teams we're picking, whether they're 11-a-sides, 7-a-sides, 9-a-sides. We just need to get the kids developed when they all get back and running again. And sometimes it's probably hard, because I'm involved in grassroots football in a big way, obviously with the Ref Spec campaign and touchline behaviour, but there's nothing like that at the moment. That's another virus that we bring up and we talk about. But I just don't know. I think social media, let's get together and try and keep everyone working together. Because it becomes, you start reading posts where people are having a go at each other over grassroots football, kids are kids, you know, and all this, and they should be doing that and they shouldn't be doing this. I put a post out the other day, it was just light-hearted, but I know for a fact that kids are on social media right the way through the night now, and I know this because I've got grandkids as well, and you ask them the questions and you question them, and they're just not happy with the homeschooling at the moment, but they're all right chatting away throughout the night on social media. If they get away with it, they're bound to get away with it. They've got the phones, they've got the laptops, mums and dads are sleeping, grandparents are sleeping, they don't know what the kids are up to at the night time, and who they're talking to for night time as well, because obviously that's the witching hour, isn't it, really? Early hours in the morning, the kids have got phones. Who are they talking to at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? Boyfriends, girlfriends, yeah, that's okay. Even friends. But adults, I don't know. Are the kids talking to adults? We don't know. We're not keeping a check on them. And this is what we're trying to do. And this is what one of our courses is pointing out, actually. So, as I say, we're looking forward to our courses coming on there. But we just need to keep everyone together and work together and be together and not attack each other together, you know what I mean? These are light-hearted posts that you put on. Not many people answer them. I don't know why, because parents, are you keeping a check on your kids? Because I'm going for a run. I really am going for a run, and I'm seeing gangs of kids still outside, running past them all. I don't know, this is social distancing, this is lockdown. What are we doing? Parents, mums, dads, grandparents, what are we doing? You know, no one's answering it back on social media. Are we all knowing what our kids are up to? This is what I'm trying to say to you. Because we don't want our kids to get into the wrong hands. We just need to keep a check on them, and obviously it's easy to do that during lockdown, isn't it? Because there's a lot of predators out there on social media, to say the least. And, you know, with things going on in lockdown now, we're all turning a blind eye, and we're all, well, for peace of mind, I'll watch Netflix, you can go in your room and you can go on social media. We're keeping a check on the kids, that's basically what I'm saying. And we just need to. I know there's a lot of responsible adults out there who will do and take the phones off the kids if they think, hang on, what are you on, who are you talking to, this is not right, this, you're only 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years of age, and my God, look, you're on to adults, you're talking to adults throughout the night, I don't know. But this is what I'm saying to you, you know, because of peace of mind, I don't know, ask the kids, you might trust the kids, you might think you trust the kids, and you just ask them a question. Well, if so-and-so says that's okay, and I'm not, then I'll believe them. You know, but it's a real world, and we just need to be on our guard if we possibly can, because we've got a long way to go yet, 2 months to go, before the football starts again, hopefully. But lockdown cannot go on forever, and my honest opinion, I just think it's going to come to an abrupt end, where people are just going to turn around and say, like heart attacks, like strokes, like pneumonia, like all your diseases, your cancers, people have to get on with it and live their lives. This is going to come to a point where the government are going to say, and the rest of the world are going to say, live with it, learn to live with it. We've got a vaccine. If you don't have your vaccine, you take your own chances. We don't know what the vaccines are doing at the moment, you know, because I haven't had mine. Yeah, I'll hold my hands up, I haven't, because you're obviously taking a back seat and you're watching and listening to it. Fantastic for the people who are going out and doing it, but you've got to, I don't know, you've got to believe in things, haven't you, before you start doing things and taking things. But fingers crossed we can come to an end of it and I'll get back to our normality. And normality for me is I'm in my office, excuse me, I'm still doing 24/7, I still do my support work, that's my full-time job, key worker. What does that really mean at the moment? Because you've got all the supermarkets and everything open, and they're dealing with a lot more customers than we're dealing with. So hats off to all those people. Everyone who's got to work throughout this lockdown, if it is a lockdown, as I'm saying, because, as I say, the kids are all out and about. The fast foods are open, the stores are open, the shops are open. I don't know. I don't know. Are we really tackling this in the right way? But I don't want to be talking about COVID-19. It's just getting me back up. And it's obviously getting you all back up, because that's all we can live with at the moment, because we can't do our normal lives. And I'm saying, is it lockdown? Kids are staying in, maybe a lot of kids are staying in and doing the homeschooling, but what I've found out about homeschooling, it's not working. Kids are just getting bored and kids aren't liking it. I'd love to hear from two of you teachers out there and give us some results. What do you think about the kids, what the kids going through? Because what I'm listening to is not working at the moment, it's boring. Some of them switch off, some of them have you on mute. Is that the way it is? And then when you call a name out or something, you can hear them, you can unmute it and start talking and get on with things. And I don't know. Love feedback off you kids, love feedback off you teachers, and I love feedback off you mums and dads about what we're talking. It's not controversial, it's just life, it's just what's happening in some households. Others can be absolutely perfect and on the ball with everything that they're doing. and just getting frustration out off their chests and out into the open. You've all got your own opinion, like I've got my opinion, but this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm hearing, and it's not just by me, it's by adults talking to me. We're on Zoom meetings, we're finding out what's going on with the kids. So we are in the real world, and as I say, I do live closely in the city, and I'm just streetwise, and streetwise means that you pick a lot up, even from the kids, what's going on in their talk, in our talk. The kids sometimes don't think that you're streetwise, and you know, this is what we say, we're kids, we do our own thing. You can do, but the own thing is got to be careful at it. Please take that on board, and hopefully when we all see each other together, if together, as I say, I'd love feedback off you referees, who's deciding that they're not wanting to go ahead with anymore, how many referees are just in there for the money. I think I got one reply last time off Tony Mallon, great reply. Not many referees want to talk about that. I don't know how many referees are in the football to develop the skills, or just say, you know, this is me, I'm getting a nice payday and I couldn't be bothered otherwise. If I wasn't getting paid for it, I just wouldn't referee whatsoever. And there's no courses. Courses are not coming out till March. Everything seems to be happening in March, so it's a big March day, isn't it? Even the lottery, even me with the run is in March, 28th of March. We've had to put that back because we can't run from Warrington to Liverpool, and we can train. Yeah, I've been training, and I've done 10.6 miles the other day, which was really, really hard. And as you saw on my post there, I was getting soaked from start to finish, 2 hours, 12 minutes and 10.6 miles. And it killed me. Feet are killing, knees are killing, back's great, absolutely fantastic. And I can't see my physio at the moment because obviously he's not coming out to houses because of the COVID-19. So certain people aren't coming out. And I'd love him to come out because at the end of the day, I need work on my knees. So whatever you're planning for the future, school leavers, you know, you've got to really take on board. And I feel sorry for you because you don't know what you can do, because COVID-19 is just getting in your head and you're thinking, I can't develop my skills, what I want to be doing. And I know you need fresh air, and I know you need to get out and exercise as well. And the majority are probably doing it, but the majority are probably not. And as I say, staying up all night. And you're going to pay for it in the future. I honestly believe that you will. And you'll just be non-existent. You'll have no go in you. You just need to put that down, whatever it is. Have your nice sleep, get up in the morning, do your homeschooling, study as much as you can until lockdown is finished. That's my advice. And anyway, what do I know? I know nothing, as you kids would probably say to me anyway. But just think about it, and one day in the future you might go, I was right, or why didn't I listen to Mum? No, I'm not being a parent to you. I'm just giving a little bit of advice, simple as that. You can do what you do. Your mums and dads let you do what you do. That's entirely up to yourselves, not to me. But that's all I'm doing, is talking about it and probably making a show. Don't cross the line, DXTL TV from the touchlines. Well, yesterday was good because we're doing our Welcome and All programme. You may have seen my post going up there as well. And I'm over the moon, ecstatic to say that I'm still talking to everyone, all the governing bodies, and that's me 24/7, and I'll carry on doing work. I'll carry on doing as much as I possibly can because I like to keep myself fit and active. Never used to be fit, but I am now because I'm doing the run for Emily. T-shirts have arrived. I'll be signing them up as well, just waiting for all the other logos to come. People to get back to me, so they'll be probably done up next week when I get the Emily logo on there that I was sent. We'll put that on and we'll do the GoFundMe on the back of the t-shirt, so you can go and do a little bit of funding for us if you like. And as I say, I got soaked yesterday in the bus that went past me from start to finish. I just soaked. I couldn't get out the way. I was too close to the curb, and buses, probably not the driver's fault either, because he's close to the curb, he can't change lanes. And it was just, oh, whirlpools. I was absolutely drenched when I got in the other night. It was just unreal. Anyway, we've still got 5 minutes of the show left, but our Welcome and All programme, we've got Liverpool and Everton on board. They're going to send ambassadors to do interviews for the kids. We've got a great lineup that's coming. I'm not going to tell you everyone who's going to come because obviously you could have crowds outside the studio when we're all back together. But it's amazing for the kids. And thanks for Gavin Beck from one of the schools who's getting in touch with some of the pupils, getting them on board as well. We're looking at 12 to 14s to coincide with the courses that we're doing, because they'll understand the courses. Yes, it's about podcasting, and I done my tutorial yesterday, just a little bit of fun, just the basics about podcasting, how I've learned, what I've done, what we're loading up, and I'm working closely with Dan from KCC 99.8 FM Live, that we're on board together, doing editing, and well, it's not digital editing, excuse me, itchy throat. I'll have a drop of my tea in a minute. But we're doing that, and just the basics about how you can do podcasting with the microphones, with all the earphones, the computers you can get, the software that you can get what it's all about, podcasting. And there's a few, we do confident building as well, because we're going to do it on laptops, we're going to do it on Zoom, and put you the course there, and it's going to be better than homeschool, and I assure you. It's going to be more interesting. In the course, kids, if you want to get involved, tell your mum and dad, grandparents to get involved with us. We're DBS checked, we've all got the safeguarding certificates, not a problem. Everyone knows, we're well known in the communities. The people that we've got on board, Wayne McPartland, doing a fantastic job behind the scenes, the people he's getting on board as well. And also we've got Dan from KCC, who's working with me on the podcast and the editing. And we'll have one or two more names coming in there to give you the course. And at the end of the course, you'll have to do your research, kids. You'll have to start researching about the people that you are going to interview. And there's also opportunities at the end of the course as well, which Wayne will explain all them on his courses. And the course is going to be fun packed. Get together with us, part of the community. Mums and dads, you can sit in and listen as well, and maybe you can learn, because I know one or two want to do podcasting as well. But you don't need a studio like this, you just need your home, computer, laptop, even your phones. But you know, it's better you're getting the right gear if you want to take it seriously. But if you want to take it seriously, kids, and you want to be part of it, and maybe that roving reporter at the end of the course, and come up with me around the touchlines, because it's a lottery community funded grant, but involving the government as well for the COVID-19. We want to teach you. We can't get you in the studios, obviously, because it's social distancing. So we're appealing to yourselves to come on your laptops and just enjoy the fun with us and start learning, because it really is going to be good. And at the end of it, we'll have you in the studios, and who knows, you might end up with your own show on KCC Live. That's FM Live. Being a DJ, being an interviewer, wow, what a host. God, that is the main thing that you want to do, isn't it? Interview celebrities. So we'll need your background on that one. We'll need you to take the research and start researching that person. And obviously when you've got your 10 questions, or maybe more, I'm not too sure, whatever they accept, then we'll do a Zoom interview, or we'll hopefully have them in the studio, whereas you or another pupil with you, another student, can interview the people that we have involved. And do you know what? You can ask some tremendous questions, put it all together, and just enjoy the fun with us. And do you know what? 26 kids are going to be biting our hands off in the future, because we want this to be ongoing. And as I say, it's a pity we can't get local people at the moment, the kids local, so we're going out the areas, because I will not segregate postcodes. I'm not one of those who say, oh, you're out the area, you can't have funding. Oh, I'm sorry, you live there. This is our city. Liverpool is our city. And if kids are struggling and kids want to be part of that, whatever postcode they live in, you're welcome. You're welcome on board. Get in touch with myself, Mal, at don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. If you can't be too shy, come on, get in touch with us. Let us know that you want to get involved, and we'll be in touch with you, your mum, your dad, your grandparent, whoever it is. We'll get in touch and get you on board. But as I say, we're looking forward to the Welcoming Goal project. As I say, we've been funded by the Community Lottery. We've had kids in there before. We've studied it just before the Welcoming All project, but we're building it up to something that is going to be unbelievable, I assure you. And you won't look back, kids. You'll really want to get involved in this, I assure you. You'll be sorry if you don't, because if the funding does run out and we can't do them again, honestly, you'll miss out. But I'm hopeful that we'll get more funding, because when the hierarchy come in and see what we're doing, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. It's unique to us, and we're going to keep it unique to DXTL and the people that we have involved with Wayne, Pinnacle, KCC. Can't wait to get started. Well, we come to the end of our show. We'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. with me on my lonesome yet again. Just get boring sometimes, but I know that you people are out there watching the show and getting involved with me, and I'm sure I'll get some feedback, especially from you coaches, managers, referees, through the email as well on the topic that I brought up this evening. In the meantime, enjoy yourself, stay safe, put your feet up, relax, and we'll see you tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So for myself, Madeline, all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme and the Welcome and All project, have a great evening. Good night, God bless.